I didn't really believe this one until I started researching. You hear it and you're like, I want to double check. It's true. And this is the United Kingdom. I don't want to visit you. I don't ever want this. You guys are so cucked. The United Cuckdom. That's what you guys are. You are the epitome of cuck. And I know you conservative Brits out there. I know you tradition. You guys, I know you fought it. But a higher percentage of your population, you're done. Stick a fork in the United Kingdom. You guys are done. And if any of you happen to be in the United Kingdom and you're not some socialist, social justice warrior, welcome all the refugees, screw British culture, and you want to have a little bit of self-righteousness, respect, move over to the United States, where we're not going to collapse in the next 30 years. Gender stereotyping in the United Kingdom advertisements to be banned next year. A new rule will be introduced in the United Kingdom advertising codes following a review of gender stereotyping by the Advertising Standards Authority. Hey, Orwellian, huh? Does that sound Orwellian? You have Advertising Standards Authority? I think genitalia is not going to be shown on TV for little kids' toys. No cursing and swearing, I'll go along with that. No? You're not going to believe what they're banning. Which found more needed to be done to tackle advertisements featuring stereotypical gender roles and characteristics. Because why would you tailor your advertising to the genders or the traits individuals have? Why would you do that? I love how they promote diversity. Oh, we're all about diversity, but you all got to be the same. And gender is a construct. It's a social construct. Race is a social construct. What are we supposed to be? Just bland, gray blobs of grayness and boringness? And so, if you think about advertising, it is stereotypical. It is niche. You're supposed to go for a particular group of people. It's all about being a stereotypical. Hey, do you want to sell Jordan Airs? Well, then maybe you should have a black basketball athlete wear them and sponsor them. Do you want to sell pastel-colored button-up shirts to golfers? Well, then maybe you ought to put slightly overweight, middle-aged white guys in those things. Do you want to advertise video games? Well, maybe you should assume that the majority of video game playing people are men under 25. And they're just kind of having a good old time, and they're playing, and it's dark, and they're having a grand old time. No, we can't do that. We can't specialize. We can't tailor. And so we're going to just have bland, boring crap now for advertising in the United Kingdom. The ASA review published last summer provided evidence. Oh, did you provide evidence? Provided evidence for tougher regulations of advertisements with stereotypical gender roles or characteristics which can be harmful to people. The review included ones mocking people for not conforming to gender stereotypes. Were they mocking? Really? Oh, there's a woman cooking a pie. How is that mocking? Women tend to like to cook more. Or now, how much you want to bet they're not going to go after the men? Because you're going to see where this is going. All I want you guys to ask is, well, are they going to have the same rules for men? Are you going to discriminate a guy who's working on a construction site? Say, oh, hey, that's gender stereotypical. All that hard labor that the men do, that's stereotypical. Oh, no, women are just as much coal miners as men. An advertisement for Aptamil baby formula showing a baby girl growing up to become a ballerina while boys became mathematicians and mountaineers attracted criticisms from gender campaigners. Yeah, well, screw the gender campaigners. They make less than 1% of the population. However, the new rule will not ban all forms of gender stereotypes. Oh, thank heavens. Just for now, we're going to start with small. We're going to start a little bit, just with some. But don't worry, soon it'll be total and complete. For example, the evidence falls short of calling for a ban on advertisements depicting a woman cleaning or a man doing do-it-yourself tasks. For now! But it suggests certain types of depictions are likely to be problematic. For example, an advertisement showing family members creating a mess while a woman has a sole responsibility for cleaning it up. All right, stop right here. That is so gray, and there's not a definitive line. And now it's good. And this is where the ASA and these Nazis, these fucking tyrants, get their power. They can arbitrarily just say, well, we don't like that. Oh, we do like that. There's no clear rule. And you can't put a clear rule on this. Well, some stereotyping is all right, but others are not all right. And we will decide what that is. And there will be penalties. Just laying down landmines. Hey, yeah, go walk in that field. Go walk. Hey, if you step on a landmine, we'll let you know. Or one where a man is trying and failing to undertake simple parental or household tasks because of stereotypes associated with male gender. Go ahead and do it. Men just won't buy your shit. I mean, you just can't let the free market be, can you? You busybody nobodies, you fucking do-gooders who have nothing good to do and nothing better to do. You don't want to have a real job. You just want to sit there on top of your made-up thrones and bark orders and then punish people so that you have a job, so you feel good. So you have your little crusaderist masturbation giving you false, faux meaning and purpose in life. I'll point it out again. I know most people listening are not leftists here, but to you leftists out there, or maybe just you people who are not political, you do understand this is coming from the left. This is not right wing. This does not come from the right side of the political spectrum. This is totally owned, like safe spaces and being triggered and post-traumatic stress because of some normal thing that happened in your life. All that weirdness, 38 flavors of gender, which last I checked was up to 63. It's like Bitcoin. It keeps growing exponentially. That's from the left. And for what moderates or apolitical people that are tuning in for shits and giggles, please realize that this, too, is coming from the left. This Orwellian nightmare is coming from the left. Ella Simley from the Committees of Advertising Practice, the body which writes the advertising codes. Oh, let's look this gal up. Let's look her up. How much you want to bet she doesn't have a real job? How much you want to bet she went straight from academia to government? All right, we got one from Oregon. There's a Ella Smiley. Yeah, there's an American. This is the one. Here we go. UK LinkedIn. Do I have to look? I'm going to have to log in again. They're going to make me log in. Let's look up this gal's profile. Just to show you. Aaron, are you saying that you have the science and mathematical formula to predict whether someone's a tyrant or not? Yes, I do. Regulatory Policy Executive at Committees of Advertising Practice. King's College, London. Regulatory Policy Executive from 2007. Media and Advertising Manager. The Voice of British Advertisers. All right. Well, she does have some private sector experience. King's College, 1996 to 2000. BA in French and German. So what, 2000, it makes her, she's like late 30s. A late 30-something-year-old woman's going to tell you guys what you can and cannot advertise. I got to write some more LinkedIn articles. There's just no time. No time. Ella Smiley from the Committees of Advertising Practice, the body which writes the advertising code, says some gender stereotypes in ads can contribute to harm for adults and children by limiting how people see themselves. How highly you must think of advertising. That people, like, I watch some dope of a man who, like, can't do the dishes because I'm just the Homer Simpson type of dad that everyone... I don't believe that. And here you guys think that people actually pay attention to advertisers. And even if they did that, like, somehow it's now the government's responsibility if people let advertisements affect them. Some gender stereotypes in ads could contribute to harm for adults and children by limiting how people see themselves, how others see them, and potentially restricting the life decisions they take. Well, I guess tough shit for them, huh? I guess if you're that weak-minded, you're not going to succeed anyway. But let me guess, Ella, it's the government's responsibility to come in there and start barking up a bunch of laws and orders, start jailing people, start fining people, and to slow down the advertisement, not to mention make advertising incredibly bland and boring for the rest of us. Look, just be Soviet Russia. Have one type of toothpaste, have one type of toilet paper, have one type of paper, have one type of car, and then we don't have to deal with advertising. There won't be any color, there won't be any true diversity, there won't be any creativity, there'll be no innovation, there'll be no humor. We'll all just be a bunch of fucking miserable Soviet Union type of peoples listening to Tchaikovsky. And even he's too freaking happy. Who's the other guy I'm listening to? Oh, some sad. Let's just. And we can all work in the coal mines. But women will work in the coal mines too, because we don't want to depict that would be predominantly a male endeavor. The introduction of new advertising rules from 2018 will help advertisers to know where to draw the line on the use of acceptable and unacceptable stereotypes. You guys are regulating Fuck you, UK. Just fuck you. We'll set out our proposed new standards in spring of 2018 and openly consult on them. Oh, will you? Thank you. Thank you, Uber Fuhrer. Guy Parker, chief executive at Advertising Standards Authority, said, while some advertisers have updated their outlook, the industry still needs to change. Who the fuck are you, Guy Parker? Let's go with this faggot. I guess not an engineer. Advertising Standards Authority. I wonder if he's got a little funny mustache. Advertising Standards, UK. Guy Parker. Senior Management. Guy Parker. Oh, soy boy! Woo-hoo-hoo! He ain't meeting nobody in no dark alleys. Yeah, let me see who you are, Guy Parker. Guy became chief he looks like a girl with a short haircut and thick. I got the thick glasses, because, they're all so smart. Guy became chief executive of the Advertising Standards Authority, the UK regulators of ads and all media, in 2009. He's responsible for executing the ASA's strategy to make ads responsible, including through the development of regulatory policy, the provision of CAP advice and training, the investigation of complaints, proactive project work, enforcement activity. Holy cow. Do they have an armed division like the U.S. Postal Service? If you didn't know, the United States Postal Service does have an armed division, which I actually understand because a lot of criminals use the U.S. Postal Service, mail drugs, things like that. Ran into a ton of that when I was in banking. Not drugs, but you'd be amazed what people use the mail for. And the systems, communications, marketing, public affairs, and research activities. 2013 and 2016, the European Advertising Standards Alliance. Oh, well, we're going to just roll it out. Thank God Brexit happened. The single authoritative voice, key on authority, on advertising self-regulation, comprising national advertising self-regulatory organizations and organizations representing the advertising and media industries in Europe and beyond. He remains a board and executive manager. Yeah, but what does he do? What's his background? Guy Parker. Guy Parker, here he is. I got to log into LinkedIn again. God dang it. Oh, yeah, guys, you got to look at this. Soy boy up the yin-yang. What the hell? That's what it was. No, LinkedIn, I don't want to provide you any more information. And now you take me right to my page. I didn't ask for this page. All you nerds. All you nerds. Yes, I want to view his profile. Take me to his profile. Not my profile. Here we go. University of Kent, Canterbury. Politics and International Relations. See, because at the age of 18, he knew exactly what you were going to do. He's so smart, he's going to tell you what to do. Wellington College, Berkshire, mathematics, economics, and politics. So he had no intention of working a real job. Oh, that's it? That's all that's on his, So I got a big gap from 1992 to 2009. Why don't I have his work thing listed here? I guess why does he have to list his resume? You know, he's got a job for life in government. What does he care? But notice again, not a real man, not an engineer, not an accountant. Standard pussy, standard liberal arts pussy. All right, I'm not going to look up any more people on LinkedIn. I'm just pointing out, the tyrants come from the left. Again, to my apolitical, undecided centrist audience, the tyrants come from the left. The Republicans and the conservatives and the Tories, all the non-left, we just want you to leave me alone. Lower my taxes, get out of my face. Everyone who wants to get up your ass and in your business and up your shit are from the left. I'm going to put this up on YouTube. Just because these people need to be exposed. I mean, it's too late for the United Kingdom, but they need to be used as a learning example for what few people want to not be taken over by this slow, monolithic, unconscious blob of socialism and tyranny. Although companies have responded positively and constructively to our report with welcome examples of voluntary action, there's more to do. There will always be more to do, because once you run out of stuff to do, then that means you guys have to go into the private sector and actually work real jobs. And we know that you guys value your laziness more than all of society. You don't care if there's an optimal level of regulation or law. You just need to keep on making more and more laws, because if they all of a sudden like, hey, we took care of the problem, let's go. You know, World War II, we went in there, we defeated Hitler, we defeated Japan and Mussolini. We all went in there. You were part of that war too, by the way, guy. Your grandfather or whoever was, somebody who actually had a penis was. We went in, we won. You know what we did? We said, we're done here, we're going home. You guys can't do that. You can't, because it's never been about some objective goal. It's about you guys having lifelong careers, lifelong ego masturbation, and avoiding a real job. That's why you guys major in politics. That's why you guys major in these wimpy, limpy, dicky crap degrees. And then you go and you start barking orders thinking that you somehow have authority over us. And the only reason you have authority is because some idiot UK voters voted in some fucking politician moron to anoint you guys authority over speech. And that's what this is. More and more I look at foreign countries like Canada and the United Kingdom, more and more I'm so happy we got the freedom of speech in the United. I'm glad that's number one. I'm so glad that's number one. And I'm glad we actually, even sometimes on the left, they'll defend it. Sometimes. Now, in academia, though, well, you see, we're not for the freedom of speech. We're against hate speech. You can only say things we like. Oh, you can say whatever you want as long as we like it. These cowardly slime sneaking in there. Well, you see, it's for the benefit of the people and the children. Mr. Parker added, oh, really? You're going to add more? You're not just going to say, well, I think we've done enough here. Let me go, I always want to raise wiener dogs. I always want to raise dachshunds. He's not going away, people. He's not. He's always going to be there. We are determined to make sure our regulation calls out harmful and outdated practices, and a new rule in the advertising codes will help tackle the harmful gender stereotypes identified in our review of the evidence. I guess, look, not only are these advertising codes gray, a perpetually moving goalpost, Guy himself is confused sexually as to who he is. He doesn't know what a guy, girl, stereotype is. He's just as confused as the rules and regulations are, I bet. Let's see the comments. Let's see if anyone... Yeah, 1980. Okay, at least the comments section is figuring it out. Understands long-term... Yeah. Yeah, okay, at least... Okay, the comment section... I hope the comment section is any indication that you people realize what a Nazi motherfucker these group of assholes are. Oh, thank God we fought a revolutionary war. Oh, thank God. All right. Let's do some more sponsors. Let me get some sponsors here. Where'd my sponsor? Let's go. Kind of want more coffee. You know what? Oh, hang on. We'll do the sponsors here. All right. Poor Richard's Retirement. That is my latest book out. It's an essay, really. It's cheap. It's short read. But it is an absolute must and vital for all of you out there who have not saved up enough for retirement. That means all of you. In my research and studying for this essay report, really, I found out only really 15% of the baby boomers have enough saved up for retirement. That's it. So this is like 93% of the population. I understand if you're a millennial or a Gen Zer, you're just fresh out of college, you got students like that. Don't worry about it for now. It'll still be a good book for you to get. But if you don't have enough saved up for retirement, get this book. Right? It should be a #1 bestseller, but it isn't because it tells people the truth, and we don't want to hear the truth. But there's some salvation and some good news in that book. So please go get that. Poor Richard's Retirement, available in paperback, Kindle, and audio on Amazon.